problem 354, and I've done 353, which is similar. You guys will have one extra thing to worry about, but we're talking about Chebyshev's. How's that for a name? I like that name, Chebyshev's theorem, and it shows up on page 78. We won't use it a ton throughout the semester, but I think we do later. But we'll use the empirical rule and normal rule often. And if you look at the normal bell curve that's there on page 79 and read through that we're going to use a lot. Okay, during the rest of the semester, you'll probably get sick of bell curves and normal distributions and talking about those. Okay, but we will use that an awful lot. Okay, so what we want to do is figure out, what percent of responses in a normal distribution fall within so many standard deviations away from the mean or the norm. Okay, and for 53 it gives me that. It says it's 1.8. For your guys' question, for 54 it says that the mean's 500, the standard deviation is 40, okay, and at least what percent of the incomes will lie between 400 and 600. So we have an even number then on each side, and how far away are each of those numbers from how far away are each of those numbers from the mean in relation to the standard deviation. Okay, so let me help you out, right? Take 500 minus 400, you have 100, so you're $100 away from the mean. Okay, the standard deviation is 40, so how many times does 40 go into 100? Okay, that's how many standard deviations away you are from the mean. Okay, for my problem I have 1.8. For your problem then it will be something a little bit different. And then we just plug it in to the formula. Okay, and the formula Chebyshev's theorem is 1 minus 1 over k squared, k being the standard deviation. Okay, and to plug that in, we got to be a little bit careful on this one because we got to get our parentheses right. So it's 1 minus, we need a parentheses, 1 divided by, I need another parentheses, my standard deviation 1.8, and I'll just click on the cell where I've put that. Use my tent squared. That's and then that, and add my other parentheses there. This is another reason why I've gotten used to using that tent, because building formulas like this then is a lot easier than using that square root or square feature that's up here in the functions. That should be right. Okay, so 69.4, and what that is telling you is that if you look at the line that goes up in the middle of that bell curve or that normal distribution, and you went 1.8 standard deviations from each side of that, okay, you'd go to each side of that, that 69.14% of the responses would fall between there. Okay, so that should be it. It should be relatively easy. Good luck on yours.